What's the word? What's the word, man? First off, I'm gonna say, rest up, Young Dolph, man. It's fucked up. I mean, it's messed up. What happened to him? I didn't really listen to him like that. I used to back in the day, but I know he did his thing when he did too. But yeah, rest up, Young Dolph. And guess y'all keep his family in y'all prayers, man. His wife, his two kids, you know, and everybody, his loved ones or whatever. But I'm gonna make this video about the Kyle Rittenhouse case, man. I didn't really want to get on it because, first of all, I ain't really know nothing about the case, and I mean I didn't heard about it since it happened, or whatever. But I ain't really wasn't in tune with it. I really don't even care, to be honest, until the verdict came out. I see all the black people mad or whatever. So I'm like, man, let me do a little research because, like I said, I didn't know the ins and out of the case or whatever. But I did get a little insight about it from Kwame Brown. Shout out to Kwame Brown. I be in tune with his little page or whatever, Best Life. But yeah, I got a little insight from him, and he pretty much agreed with the verdict, like he wasn't. So I'm like, okay. I mess with Kwame, and I know he ain't really no just he a real quote unquote man's man, real nigga, whatever. He one of us. Like he ain't finna just give it to no just be saying no, just BS, be going with anything. So I'm like, all right, let me just go and, look into it. Because like I said, I never really knew anything about it. So basically, the dude, the kid, Kyle, whatever, what the article that I read said that he went 30 minutes outside of his hometown to go to Kenosha to go to a Black Lives Matter protest after dude, Jacob Blake, I think his name is, got killed by the police. Or whatever the case. I'm not even in tune with that case, but I think that's what it was. I think Jacob Blake got killed by the police or whatever, and they were having protests for like 3 days, and they said he came out on the third day or whatever. Okay, one thing I can agree with, which is he was a minor with a gun, which he wasn't supposed to have. Okay, that's fine. And then he was across state lines. Hey, that's cool. I get it, but you gotta think about it. I was trying to tell people, like, the gun obviously wasn't stolen. And they said his friend bought the gun for him because he was too young. So he's a white kid with a legal gun. He's just not old enough to have it. So that's not a case. Like, I've seen people saying, oh, they threw out the gun case. Like, that ain't really a case for real because he was a minor. Well, he was 17 because if black people, we 17, they're going to try us as an adult. But he's still a minor, but whatever. So if that would be his first offense, that would have been probation at best. We all know that our first offense is probation. Like black or white, whatever. Your first offense pretty much is probation. With anything, pretty much, unless it's like some way serious. But just like a gun case, a minor having a gun, that pretty much probably would have been a minor having a gun. Like I don't know the specifics of what the charge would have been, but that's all it probably would have been, a minor with a gun or somebody with a gun over state lines or wherever it would have been, but that would have been nothing. And then they said, well, he got away with killing people. Well, I didn't know who he killed. I'm thinking he killed black people and got away with it. He shot 3 white people, killed 2 of them. Okay, I ain't saying it's right to kill people, but let's see, why did he kill them? They said, first of all, people say he shouldn't have had the gun there anyway. Okay. One of the guys he shot said he had a gun. So with that being said, he wasn't the only person out there with a gun. And I know those 2 probably wasn't the only people with the guns. So, okay. Then they said he wasn't provoking anybody. They asked him why he was there. He said he's protecting businesses from, I guess, looters or people who burning up stuff or whatever. Okay. I don't know how true that is, but I mean, we can only take his word for it. Because from my understanding, he wasn't out there attacking anybody. He wasn't out there provoking people. He was pretty much just out there with everybody else that's with the protests. Fine. But people got to questioning him or whatever they said happening. And I guess the first guy who he shot, like, I'm not even in tune with the reason why the first guy got shot, but yeah, the first guy got shot, and then they seen that he was the shooter or supposedly the shooter or whatever the case was. They chased the man, or they chased the little dude. They chased him. with him having the gun in his hand. He has an automatic, he has an assault rifle in his hand. They chased him. He didn't use the gun when they chased him. So, or he didn't shoot at them when they chased him. He shot the one guy, but he had some, whatever reason. The first guy who got shot, they said he was a guy already down there provoking stuff. Like he was down there lighting fires and all doing just, doing crazy stuff down there already. And they said the first guy who got shot and Kyle like had exchanged words, so they seen it on infrared. They said that they was by each other, and that was when the first shots rang out. So whatever their altercation was, that's why the first guy got shot. And Kyle ended up running, and people were saying that he was a shooter, so they started chasing him. They said he tried to run to wherever the police line was, a couple blocks down or whatever, and they chased him. They said the second guy got shot because he was right there by Kyle, and he was within arm's reach of the gun. He said the gun, he had the hand on the barrel. He said there was nowhere, he couldn't run anywhere else, so he shot. So that's the second shot, the second guy that got shot, who got killed. The third guy who got killed happened when he said he ended up running away again, and the mob still chased him. He fell, and they started kicking him. And he let off some more shots, but they said he missed them. And the third guy who got shot, which is the one who survived, he said that at first he stopped and he had his hands up. This is the guy with the gun. He said he had his hands up and he was scared or whatever, but they said he said this himself because he took the stand and said, they asked him, did Kyle threaten you with the gun or did he shoot at you at that moment? And he said no. And they asked him, so if he didn't do that and you had a gun on you, why didn't you use your gun to shoot him after he supposedly shot the other two people? And he said, I'm not that kind of person. Okay, you're not that kind of person, but why are you out there with a gun if you're not willing to be of any help with your legal gun? Okay. Then he goes to say that he pointed his gun at Kyle. That's why he pointed his gun at him and came towards him. That's why he got shot. And he got shot in the arm. They say he left like, he got, some of his bicep was gone or something like that. But that's why he got shot. But that's the one who survived, and he took the stand and said what happened. So for all the black people are mad and saying, it's justifiable. The only thing that they probably could have really got him with is a minor with a gun that he wasn't supposed to have, but the gun was legal. He just was a year too young to actually get it himself. You have to be 18 in most cases, in pretty much all cases, you have to be 18 to buy a rifle. In a lot of cases that I know about, you have to be 21 or like a military to buy pistols or anything in the pistol category. So he's not wrong. That's why I stand with it. Like I said, like I'm not too big on taking up for white people because, like I say, I'm a black man and I have my vices with white people, even though I'm not saying all white people are wrong, and I know there are some cool ones, but I have my vices with them, and I'm far from taking up for anybody white. Like I said, I can care less because all of them was white people. It has nothing to do with black people. The protest they had was a Black Lives Matter thing, and it had something to do with someone black getting killed, but that whole situation was between white people. I'll let y'all figure that out, and then they figured out the guy wasn't guilty, and I believe he wasn't guilty anyway. Because me, like I said, I'm a citizen. I have my legal gun, CCW, and I'm in defense. And I'm going to claim self-defense if someone come chasing after me, come stumping me, come doing anything to provoke me that I feel like I need to use my firearm, I'm going to use it. Black or white. I'm like, that's what I'm saying. Like, the media is brainwashing us and got us so messed up. We think every situation is black and white. That's just what it had nothing to do with black people. It was 4 white people. 3 of them got shot, 2 died. 1 is the defendant. It has nothing to do with us. Why are we arguing about this when we have a whole Ahmaud Arbery case that's still going on, that people not tripping off of anymore? That's what we need to be focused on, because that black man got hunted down by white men like he was a deer, and they actually said that, like, we got him trapped in like a mouse or rat or whatever. Like, Yes, now I'm with that. We can be focused on that case now. That's what I want to be focused on, and I want to see what the outcome be. Because yeah, white or black, that's wrong to chase anybody down. But like we say, we're not seeing white people getting chased down by white people, and because what he said, they said that he went into a vacant or abandoned house or something, and they thought he was stealing it. But videos showed that numerous people went in that same house, numerous of times. Somebody even had sex that I heard went in the house. But as soon as it was a black guy and he was jogging, but he just checked it out himself, or whatever the case was, y'all chase this man down, get him back in y'all cars, and the back of your trucks, and actually chase him down, trap him in, and kill him. Now that's wrong. Yeah, I'm with that. But a white boy killing two white men and shooting up, man, that's on them. And he got away with it. And I've seen plenty of black people get off with self-defense. So it's not, oh, he if he was black, it would have never happened like that. Man, if he was black, I would be on his side. Definitely going to be on his side. I'm definitely going to be on his side. Like, come on. So if it was the tables turned, you would still want him to go to jail if he was black, which makes no sense because at the end of the day, it's self-defense. I'm a legal firearm carrier. I want to be able to use self-defense. That's why they have self-defense. That's why I have my fucking rights to bear arms. Self-defense. I'm not like, bruh, if that boy would have went there actually shooting that motherfuckers and doing some unnecessary stuff, yeah. Lock him up, throw away, he do what y'all need to do, but he just went there with a gun. He didn't go there, he had a gun. That's it. So what? I go everywhere with my gun. I would hope anyone who's able to have the gun goes anywhere with the gun. Then there was a guy with a gun who pulled the gun out and didn't use it. He could have been the actual hero that people think a hero should have been there. But he said, I'm not that kind of person, but you pull your gun out and don't use it. Come on. I'm not gonna play those games, bro. I'm up here with it. I had a back and forth with the dude I went to school with. He said, I'm part of the problem because that's not the problem. The problem is we have rights for a reason and we should stand on them. White, black, Puerto Rican, age, whatever. We have the rights for a reason. Of course, I know that we get the shit end of the stick majority of times, but there are actually black people that in our city, I'm in St. Louis, there's people in our city that didn't got away with murder. Easy, like, shit, people didn't got away with murder, and people didn't got away with self-defense. Just a few months, bro, I know a girl, recipe Shaquilla, she died with two other girls. She got killed with two other girls. I don't really know the story, but the guy who killed them, he got off. And from me reading the little article that I seen, they had evidence on his DNA was on old babes, his girlfriend, and her DNA was on him, and cell phone records he was by the house and all type of shit at the time, but he got off. For whatever reason the case may be, he got off though. But ain't nobody out here protesting that he got off or think that he's like, come on. We only just do all this when it's black and white, bruh. And then y'all try to bring up other cases and stuff that don't have nothing to do with the case. Like I said, the dude that I went to school with, we was going to hit the little back and forth on Facebook, whatever. I don't mind having back and forth with people. I don't care if you agree with me or if you don't. Like, I don't really mind it. He feels that way, I guess, because he said he's not going to debate me because I didn't agree with what he was saying. But you have to think about it. You have to really think about it, bro. Like, I get the black and white thing, and I get, like I said, we get the short end of the stick a lot of the time. Majority of the fucking times, we get the fucking short end of the stick with laws, with anything. But think about the certain things. I'm going to bring up the cases that he brought up. He brought up the George Floyd case. Yes, we all seen that was fucked up. But the dude who fucking did it, he got charged with it. He got 22 and a half years for that. I mean, it might not be life or whatever the fuck that you want him to be, but he got time for that. A lot of times, police don't get time. We see them walk and be cool. With the Breonna Taylor, he brought that up. R.I.P. her. That was another fucked up situation with the police killing her. But from my understanding and how this shit works, because like I said, I'm not 100% sure how all this shit works out when, you know, a case gets beat and with lawsuits and people get money and the family get money. But from what my understanding is, after the trial of Breonna Taylor, her family got a settlement from the city from her dying. So if they give you money, which is you and you're accepting it, what else further actions can there be? I don't think the Supreme Court or the feds can come in when y'all took money for her death. It doesn't work like that, I don't think. But if I'm wrong, let me know. I could be wrong. But I don't think that's how it worked. That's why it didn't go more than what it did. They got a settlement out of that. He brought up the Tamir Rice, RIP him. And that one was a little iffy because it was a little black kid. I think he was like 12. I think I could be wrong, but I think he was like 12, and he had a BB gun, a pellet gun, whatever. He was in the park. From the initial statements, they said that they got calls that a kid was pointing a gun or a play gun. I don't know if they said the play gun on the dispatch or whatever, but you got to think about it, bro. We all know that he was a kid because we just know the facts that what they told us. We all just know he's a kid with his fake gun. We know that. But you actually have to look at it from the police. They get a call, somebody in the park pointing guns at motherfuckers. Okay. Even if we do roll up and see that, damn, that look like a kid, don't it? But how many times have we heard of little kids blowing at motherfuckers? Like, come on, I'm not saying that all kids are just fucked up and out here killing, but there's a lot of stories. I'm gonna go take it to Chicago, Drill City. How many times did you heard that about a little kid with a gun? So, you know, we can say, be all on this mad that, oh, they killed the little kid. Yeah, it is fucked up that a little 12-year-old had to get killed and just having a toy gun, but you gotta look at it how they looking at it too, because they can have that argument. It ain't just about what we know because we knew that already. It ain't you can't be one-sided with it. You have to look at it on another thing, on level 2, if you really want to just get down to the bottom of it. Because if you have an argument, you have to think that the other side has an argument to counter against that. Like I say, it's fucked up that a 12-year-old kid had to get shot down, but he also had something that looked like a real gun. And who else he bring up? Trayvon Martin, RIP Trayvon Martin. Another fucked up situation. It's really fucked up. They told him not to pursue Trayvon. He did. Anyway, but where it goes left and it goes towards him, they're in Florida. You have a stand your ground law. With him and Trayvon obviously having a scuffle, some type of fight or altercation, physically altercation, he had that right to shoot him. Even if he did provoke the shit pretty much. He pretty much did provoke it. Like, because I'm not going to lie. I'm going to feel that way if I'm walking, it's late night, whatever, goddamn me, I'm in the neighborhood. I know I can't say he shouldn't have been in there because he was going on the way home. He wasn't doing anything. But it's just like, if I notice somebody's following me, yeah, I'm going to stop and, what did you want? What you doing? Especially, and then you come out, oh, you're not supposed to be here. And yeah, we might end up getting in a goddamn scuffle, but you're in Florida. They have a stand your ground law. George Zimmerman had marks on him like he got punched. We don't know if Trayvon Martin beat his ass or he just got one or two good hits in. We don't know none of that, but we know George finished it. He had a gun. He shot him. That's all they needed. We can be mad as a black people and say all this, but laws are laws. That's how these people are getting off. Like, and then my thing it'd be like, you compare police killing black people to a white person getting off for killing white people. It has all them cases are none of those are the same. And like I say with the Tamir Rice, there are black people out here that's getting killed with nothing on them. Nothing. Niggas getting killed because they say their phone looked like a gun. Oh, I thought he was grabbing it. It was a fucking phone. That little dude had a gun that looked like a gun. He had a toy gun that looked like a gun. So My sympathy is he's a 12-year-old black kid that lost his life for just playing with a fucking toy gun. But we have to be cautious of that type of shit. Like, nah, man, you're not finna take your ass no pork, no damn BB gun. Being black, no. Then you out here just pointing at motherfuckers, even though you a kid and you just being a fucking kid. Look at that shit though. People done got killed for worse, for nothing, for literally having nothing that looks like a gun. And you have something that looks like a fucking gun. It is a gun, it's just not a real deadly gun. It's a fake toy gun. Like, but you have to look at it like those ways. That's what I'm saying. Like, I want our people to like, I get it that we get, I get it. I'm a black man with dreads, darts, I'm dark. I know what the fuck they be on with us, come on. But everything isn't everything isn't what it is, basically, and we all know that. The media plays a big part in what the fuck they want us to see. They made sure we seen, oh, he got off, they want us mad for something that has nothing to do with us. When there are cases and shit that's happening to us every day that we're not tripping off of. This is what he said. Young Dolph just got cracked in his own city at a fucking cookie store. They hunted and they got on him. Like what I'm saying, we'd get on each other like it ain't shit. And that'll just be what it was. And I ain't saying, you know, Dolph was a cool nigga, but we do know Dolph was a nigga. He didn't, like, I don't really know the goddamn depths of his beef, but we didn't see, that's not the first time people didn't shot at the man. They just shot at him a few years ago, and he bragged about not getting shot. He made disses to people in his city. We all know this. I ain't saying that they had something to do with it, but come on, bro, like, we know this shit, and that's the thing. We will fucking go full-fledged on our own people, and we kill our own people every fucking day, and it just be what it was. I'm one of those people that I'm not justifying black on black crime, but black on black crime and black people killing black people, there's sometimes a reason behind this shit. I'm not saying it's a good reason, because there's really not a real good reason to kill a motherfucker unless he's trying to harm you. But with us black people, there's always some type of reasoning behind what we're doing. You know, it might be a good reason for us, but majority of the time, this is a bullshit reason. Because, like I said, there's no reason that you should kill anybody unless your life is at harm. But, like I say, we so quick to just jump on when it's a white person, or just when anything white and black, y'all just so quick to just jump on it. But, bro, we killing ourselves more than what white people doing. Even if it is a police. Niggas a kid, bro. Like I said, shout out Kwame Brown, bro. I done seen him, bro. Like, I done seen niggas get guns. Like he say, bro, nigga get, I wish a nigga would run up on me. I wish a nigga would, But you ain't got that same energy for a white boy. All this so-called racism shit and all this shit that y'all, but you ain't got this same energy for no white boy, bro. White police can come on the block and clear the whole block. Black nigga come on there and, y'all, we got nuts and guts, and y'all, who the fuck is you? And come on, man. Trying to fight the wrong fights at the wrong time. That's the reality of this shit. That's my whole thing on the Kyle Rittenhouse case, bro. Fuck him. God bless the dead, but shit, fuck the white boys who did, bro. Y'all chased that man down. I'd be damned, and I would hope y'all be damned too, if y'all got a gun on y'all and a group of motherfuckers chase y'all down, actually make you fall, kick you in the head, all type of shit. I would hope you blame that bitch, because I'm going to blame my shit. And I hope the justice system is on the side that says self-defense is a real law. Just like, that's a reference that I'm going to use. Shit, the white boys use self-defense. Mine's self-defense too, and yours is self-defense too, if that's what it was. Come on, bro, y'all gotta get off that white black shit, man. Not all the time. It's not always that. Especially if the media has put this up. Come on, the media want y'all to see what the fuck they want y'all to see. They not giving y'all the real. It's a plan behind this shit, man. Come on. Rest up, Dolph, man, and bro, get y'all head in this shit. Quit thinking one-sided. It's not always black and white. Majority of the time it is. It is, don't get me wrong, but a lot of times it's not. And this Kyle Rittenhouse shit has nothing to do with us. Sweep that shit under the rug and let them white folks deal with that shit, because that's them. But yeah, if y'all should agree with me, let me know. If y'all disagree with me, let me know. Let me know anything, what y'all feel on it, because that's how I feel on it. I don't think the little dude was wrong. It's unfortunate that 2 people lost their lives, but like I said, as adults and competent people, I would hope anyone would have the right mindset to not run up on anyone with an assault rifle in their hand. But like I said, let me know what y'all feel, and should we just go like that? Peace.